Welcoming Van to the Hall of Fame are Pat Summitt and Bailey Howell. Ladies and gentlemen, Van Chancellor.
If all of you that don't understand this Mississippi accent, see Roy Williams. He'll explain to you everything I'll say afterwards. It's such an honor to be here. And why did I pick Bailey Howell? When I was growing up in Mississippi, I was 30 miles from Mississippi State, and I used to watch him play. Now, that ages he and I both, but what a thrill. He was the best player to ever play in the state of Mississippi. And I said, why don't I ask the coach to present me that's beaten me more times than any other coach that I've ever coached against, Pat Summitt. I was thinking about all the great former players here, coaches, players, and such an honor for me now to be among you. I'm not sure I deserve this honor, but there's no one happier and prouder and more overjoyed than I am to be here. I'd have to tell you a little bit of my background. I was raised in rural Mississippi. I was in a graduating class of 81. They had 5 guys. They picked 5 guys in my class that they thought would never succeed. I finished first in that little group. I then went to East Central Junior College, where I really distinguished myself. Recently, they just voted me the greatest bench warmer in the history of junior college basketball. I was the 12th man on an 11-man team. The coach kept a spot open just in case somebody walked in off the streets could beat me out. But what a thrill it is. I started out as a high school coach, and this game has been so good to me. I have the first guy I ever coached with me, the first coach I ever had as an assistant coach with me, a boy named David Fowles played for me. What a thrill it was to have him here tonight, and to have all of those high school players that worked so hard for me, all the coaches I ever coached with. They're the ones that got me the Ole Miss job. And I went to coaching, and you know, on the reason I got in girls basketball, I was coaching boys basketball, and I found out that I could coach girls basketball, and they'd get me out of 2 math classes during the day, so I picked up girls basketball. And what a thrill. Oh, Lord, what a great job. Pat said the reason the girls could go, I could coach them during school. They were smarter than the guys. That might be true, Pat. I don't know. Then I went to Ole Miss and spent 19 years. What a wonderful place to raise a family, Oxford, Mississippi. I just loved it, and I have a lot of my coaches with me that was there during that time. Peggy, Steve, Jack, just so many. My athletic trainer, Lynette, my SWA, Jeannie, and all of those people with me, and they helped me so much. They helped us have some great years, and I'm forever grateful to those players. See, people like you that played in the NBA and college and did so much, you made it here on your own. I made it here because of other people. I rode their backs. Players, coaches, I'm here because of them. And it's what a thrill it was for them. I got to coach my daughter in college. What a thrill that was. One day, I got on her in practice, and she went home to get some stuff out of the room to go back to the dorm. She just stormed out. She said, "Mama, I just want you to know we got the worst coach in the SEC." Yes, what a thrill that was for me. And then I had one of the greatest breaks of my life. Carol Dawson called me from the Houston Comets, and he said, we want you to be the coach, but you've got to go down and talk to Mr. Leslie Alexander in Boca Raton, Florida. Here was a country boy from Mississippi going to Boca Raton, Florida to talk to a man that owns an NBA team. They picked me up in a limo. I didn't know what in the world I was getting into. And I told Carol, I said, CD, I don't think y'all should send me down there to interview with me. I said, here's a rich owner of a team, and I'm just a country boy with a southern accent. He said, Van, don't you realize I'm from East Texas? My accent's just as country as yours. And so that's how we made it. And when Mr. Alexander hired me, what great things began to happen to me. We had some great years. We had outstanding players, Cynthia, Tina, Cheryl, and all of those players did so many things that we won championships. And thank goodness, Commissioner David Stearns, thank you and Val Ackerman for starting the WNBA. It was a wonderful place to make a great living and have so many great things for women's basketball. See, that's done as much for women's basketball as anything, because so many young girls nowadays can not only go to college, they can play ball professionally. And I'm then selected to be the USA basketball coach, to try to win a gold medal. I inherited a great team that was easy to coach. They did everything you ever asked them to do. And I am so thankful to that group of people. They've just meant so much to me, and how hard they worked. And when you play the national anthem after you've won the gold medal, there's just no greater feeling in your life. And for you players that did that, you coaches, I am thankful for that so much. I have some friends here from Houston, from Oxford, and in high school. To all you friends, I thank you so much. And then can you believe it? Kind of in later stages of life, Louisiana State calls me, Roy. LSU calls me and offers me a job to coach. I inherit a team that finished in the Final Four, and all starters are returning. I know how to go where the players are, Roy. I'll tell you that right now. That's one of the things you got to say about me. I'll follow the players. I said jokingly, if Pat leaves, I'll just go coach Parker one day. And I get this job, and I just love this team, and it's such a wonderful opportunity for me. And I'm so thankful. But I then want to introduce to what Pat and I know is the rock of my life, the person that's made the greatest difference in my life. I met a woman that I married 45 years ago. We've been happy. She's been happy about 30 of them. I think that's pretty good. I want to introduce to you the greatest supporter, the greatest person in the world, my wife, Betty, please. Thank goodness my wife was this kind of person. My mother-in-law wanted her to marry someone successful, bright, handsome, and rich. Thank God she picked me. I'll just tell you that right now. And then we were fortunate enough to have 2 children. That was the greatest joy. Both of my children are high school coaches. Can you believe that now? They coached. They married 2 people that love sports. We've adopted Kevin and Angie with Johnny and Renee. And that's our family. That's our children. And then the greatest blessing a person can have, we had 4 grandchildren. If I would have known they were going to be so much fun, I would have tried to have them first. I'll tell you that now. I'm going to ask my 4 grandboys to stand up. Guys, let's stand up. As you think about, you go through life and so many good things happen to you, so many great things. But to be here tonight is one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me in my life, because I just never dreamed this would ever happen to me. This is not one of the goals I had in life, because I think you ought to have goals that you can reach. But to me, to come here tonight is such a thrill for me. To be with so many people here are such the greats of the game. To you people that have made our game what it is today, I sincerely thank you so much, because what you've done has made it possible for the rest of us. To all the people, coaches, players, friends, Harold, Roy, people who came from Houston that were friends of mine, from Oxford, for all you people that played and helped me coach and helped me get here tonight, you created a wonderful, wonderful memory for me. You created a memory that lasts a lifetime. And coaching is not about, in my mind, being a championship coach, winning a gold medal, as much as it is about memories that you create that I can remember the rest of my life. To each one of you, thank you very much. And to my wife, thank you for staying with me. I'm on a 1-year contract. I'm trying for 1 more year. Thank you very much.